In this video, we're going to continue on with our minerals. So minerals are important for your body to stay healthy. So your body uses minerals for many different functions and jobs within the body. So including, bones, muscle, heart, brain, every single thing that goes on behind the scenes. Minerals are also important for making enzymes and hormones. Okie dokie. So that's just generally what minerals are about. They work in line with our vitamins. So it's important that we don't forget about them. Okay, so magnesium is up first. So this mineral supports your body in different ways. It gives you energy and keeps your heart healthy. Some women with PMS may have low levels of magnesium. So magnesium is often one that is encouraged to use for people with PMS. It has been shown to have benefits. So, yeah, magnesium is also associated with depression, anxiety, insomnia, water retention, and breath tenderness. So, magnesium is absolutely key in health, and it's used to supplement with for loads of different conditions and issues out there. So it's important to not forget about it from your food. So even if you are supplementing with it, it's important to not forget about the different sources you can get it from, because it's always best to obtain these from our diets. So sources: nuts, green beans, peas, seeds, whole grains, figs, avocado, and leafy greens. So leafy greens, are ones is something that crops up time and time again. So it's very important that we all ensure that we get our leafy greens in, whether that be from juices, eating just with different vegetables in a stir fry, let's say, or blending them in soups. There's lots of different ways to get them in. So I'd always encourage to find that way, even if you don't like them. You can also get greens powder. There's lots of different ones in the market, ranging from poor quality to very good quality. So if you are going for a leafy green powder, then I would say to make sure that when you look at the back of it, when you look up the ingredients, that there is actually different green vegetables in there. A lot of the time it can be maybe just one, and then the rest might be just not the best quality stuff. Basically, a lot of them would just have kind of fillings, green fillings, to make up the powder. But if you look at it and on the back you see different ingredients that you recognize, then it should be okay. Again, seek advice on that if you're not sure. Okay, so moving on to calcium. So calcium we all associate with bone health. So yes, its strength makes it the building block for your bones and teeth. It's also key in making muscles move, including your heart. So calcium is obviously vital. We all know different conditions like osteoporosis and things like that, that is caused by calcium deficiency. So as discussed in the vitamin lecture, vitamin D is associated with calcium in that it aids the absorption. So they go hand in hand. So sources of calcium then will have your milk, cheese, yogurt, and dairy foods. So your dairy products. Also ones that are less known will be your green vegetables like kale and broccoli. So iron then, we all associate it with blood, which is exactly what it is associated with. So when your levels are low, your body doesn't make enough red blood cells, and without them you can't get oxygen to your tissues. Women who are pregnant or have heavy menstrual cycles could suffer from something called anemia. So anemia is when you don't have adequate amounts of iron. There's also the other extreme called hemochromatosis, when you have too much iron in the blood and you need to get venosections to remove it from your blood. Again, you will have symptoms of these things of anemia, such as fatigue, tiredness, pale undertone around your eyes. Hemochromatosis, then the other extreme, God, I can't talk today, isn't always symptomatic. So tests need to be carried out and things to diagnose that. It's hereditary. So if your mom or your aunts or anyone close to you has it, then it's a good idea to get tested. Okie dokie. So sources then for your iron will be your red meat, so your steak, um, your green leafy veg, beans, lentils, liver, and spinach. Many breakfast cereals have a day's worth added, so you'll see that breakfast cereals are fortified sometimes with iron. Dark chocolate with at least 45% cocoa have some too. Potassium then, so it helps keep your blood pressure in a normal range and helps your kidneys work. Levels that are too low or too high could make your heart and nervous system shut down. Your You should watch out for your salt because your body needs the right balance of sodium and potassium. I just have sources here in an illustration for you, so you can see your avocado, banana, potato, spinach, beans, and so on. Sources, potatoes is another one that people aren't aware of. They have they have potassium. Okay, so selenium then. Selenium is the one I always think of Brazil nuts because you can actually get your daily recommended allowance from 4 Brazil nuts, which is very handy. So Brazil nuts are also a good source of healthy fats, so they're a very good one to have in your diet. So selenium does lots of things like them all, fights off infections and helps your thyroid gland work. So we're not all aware of, but our thyroid is linked to many aspects of our health, such as our metabolism, so it's important to keep it healthy, and selenium can help with that. Zinc then, without it you couldn't taste or smell. Your immune system needs it and it helps healing, so it helps cuts, scrapes and sores. It may help you keep your sight as you get older. So that is one we all want. Sources, while you can get zinc from plant sources like sesames and pumpkin seeds, chickpeas, lentils and cashews, it's easier for your body to absorb them from animal sources. So you'll notice that plant sources will often provide you with the same mineral or vitamin, but they may do different things and they may be absorbed differently. So it's important to note that if you are someone who follows a vegan or a vegetarian diet, that you may need some added support in there. So animal sources of zinc would be your oysters, beef, crab, lobster and pork. And just to remind you again that everyone is different. If you have any specific health concern that you think supplements may help with, seek medical advice. It's always a good idea before you start supplementing, especially if you start supplementing with high dosage, to consult your GP. Blood tests can be carried out. It's better to be clear on things and better to have the go ahead before you make decisions based on your own kind of idea. So that's pretty much it for minerals. That's a very basic introduction of it. Again, just keep your diet balanced, varied, eat the rainbow, and don't forget about all the different colours available to you. As I said, there's lots of ways you can get these in. If you absolutely hate vegetables, like lots of people do, there are lots of different ways. Like, don't forget about your homemade soups, your smoothies, your greens powders, the good quality ones, and a multivitamin again to support you along. So that's pretty much it for this. I will catch you next time, and thank you for listening.